Well, hello everyone. It is Monday, May the 6th, 2019, about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I know it's a bit of a jump cut from the last vlog, because that last day out at the Shrimp Festival was a complete rainy bust. It was not good. I've been open for less than an hour now, and we've already got rain. They're talking about an even bigger rainstorm coming through. As everybody's huddled up over there in the big tent right now. You can see them all. Yeah, they're trying to make a day of it, trying to make a fun day out of this, but this has been one rainy year out here at the Shrimp Festival. They didn't even have any of the kazoo shows or anything. About the only thing of note is a pirate came by. Somebody from the pirate club came by and talked for a minute, and then I walked around the inside of the art competition tent. Not really anything to make a vlog about, so we're picking up here, standing outside, the next day, standing outside of Moon River Pizza in downtown Fernandina. This place is famous among locals, mostly for their white pizza, and so it was this day, the day after the Shrimp Festival, that Danielle tried the white pizza for the first time. And you know how much I like to do yearly traditions. So we're gonna make this a yearly tradition now, that every year, the day after the Shrimp Festival ends, we come out to Moon River Pizza and eat a white pizza. And I think after we're done here, since we don't really have anything else for the rest of the day, you gotta be back home by the end of the day, right? Yeah, so after this, we're just gonna go thrift store hopping. Does that sound good? Yeah. We got some thrift stores around here, and so that's all we're gonna do with this vlog. We're gonna eat some pizza, and then we're gonna go explore thrift stores. So if that sounds like something you will enjoy, stick around. Going in. And the pizza has arrived. Now this is called a white pizza because it uses no tomato sauce at all. It's mostly cheese, spices, and then a bunch of feta sprinkled across the top. Doesn't sound like it would work, but I'm telling you, my mouth is watering just looking at this.
It does work.
It works well. Stringy! I like this tradition. Wow. Quite literally across the street, first place we're going to go into is this one right here. New to You. Bargains Resale Store. You can get some real killer deals here, but the stuff here moves fast.
We need some guy to help her out with that.
Oh man, just look at this. Big old flat screens up there. $65. The power supply and the remote is attached to it right here. Yeah, this kind of stuff is the reason why we go thrifting. That's not going to fit in my camper, but if I had the cabin, I would probably go ahead and buy it. I'd put it in the cabin. Oh, we got some video game stuff here. There's a box with a Wii balancing board. You see these all the time nowadays. Wow, look at that. Feel that. That's some weight to it. It's a weight belt. Yeah, that's what this is. It's a Wii Fit Plus boxed bouncing board. Yep. Just look at this. You've still got the side brackets in place here. So you can tell this was never taken out of the box, but the game is not in here. It's almost like somebody bought this, took the game out of it, and just left it. Probably already had a balancing board. We got a little tip here that in the DVD section there's some PS2 games, and look at this. There's a PC game, Civilization 4 Beyond the. So this is the expansion pack. Civilization 4. Huh. Don't see that often. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, that's not a game. Let's see. Okay, this has been picked through. It's a bunch of football games and sports. There's one Harry Potter game here. The Goblet of Fire. I don't know if I've even got this one yet. What did you find? Oh my goodness. Oh wow, That's terrifying. Is it like a...
Oh, look at
Is it a bank or something? You put coins in it? No?
No, he's just a statue figurine.
Really?
Yes, thank you.
What I ended up getting in there was, well, at last holiday season, our family, we didn't have a lot of like group games because somehow a lot of them got lost in the move. So I've been looking for one, having an eye out for them. And I found this one, Block Us. It's just the instructions are printed right on the back. It's a very simple game. But you can see I feel a little deflated right now because I counted them out, and there's 4 colors, and each color had to have 21 pieces, and I counted out the first 3, and I got to the last color, the blue, and I was like, oh yeah, it's all going to be here, and there was only 20 pieces. So this is 99¢, but in the state that it is right now, it can only be played with 3 players because we're missing one of the blue pieces. So that's going to be a little something else that me and Lo can play at 3 Rivers. Instead of just playing Ticket to Ride all the time, we'll be able to play Block Us. And then I got the expansion pack to Civilization 4. And then I found this, actually, tucked in among all the pick-through sports games on the PS2. Get On Da Mike. I thought it was interesting because it was, you know, brand new. It goes for like $7, and it was 50 cents for one thing. But also, I think it's a game where you actually use the microphone, which there's not a whole lot of them that do that. So just for the novelty of that, I wanted to get it and play around with it some. And then this one is a $5 game, 50 cents, not too bad. Didn't have it already. And it looks like it's kind of an open world type platformer kind of thing, so it can't be that bad. So, alright, on to the next one. The next one is actually right across the street over there. Look at this furniture that they put out here by the dumpster. I don't think even the thrift store wanted this stuff. Who wants a plaid couch? You want a plaid couch? How about this very 80s armchair right here?
Matching pillows.
How about that? Here we are at NHS Second Chance, and it's got a silhouette of a cat and a dog on it. So I'm thinking a lot of these proceeds probably go to some animal shelter somewhere.
What's a good phone number?
It's 904.
Well, they've got a percolator here. This is nice. $22. Guys, you can buy a brand new percolator for $22. I come into a thrift store, I want thrift store prices. Alright, we've got a $20 GPS. These show up a lot in thrift stores now since most people are using their phones instead. But this one is an old TomTom. These were good GPSs in their day. But I've already got 2, so not necessary. And look down here. We got something video game related. This is a Atari Flashback 4. It actually looks complete. But it is for $25. Guys, Flashback 4 ain't worth no $25. Not even on eBay it ain't. Power supplies here. Audio video. Of course, the audio video on this model is hardwired in, so you can't really lose that. But they have their terrible wireless controllers. These are infrared wireless. See that there? So yeah, you pretty much have to have this end pointed directly at the receiver right here on the end of the console for it to work. So you could be in the middle of an intense game and you just shift a little bit and your input stops going through. It's a little frustrating. But then they've got the ports here on the front. These are 9-pin ports, so you can use the original controllers if you have them. So that feature is nice. But like I said, I've got like 3 of these already. I picked up a yard sale, so this ain't no worth no $25. I cannot believe this, guys. Look at this other thrift store right across the street. The exact same game. Now, I looked this up on eBay, and right now there is only one like this, and it's going for $35. This one is it's set for 4, and look at this. When I open it, it is so new that the pieces are still in their plastic. Somebody bought this, never played it, and then donated it to a thrift store. Somebody needs to get some friends. I'm just saying. You're gonna own a game like this from 2009 and then donate it to a thrift store and it's still unopened. You need to get some friends. That's sad, but it's good for me.
That's right.
I got it now. Ooh, I like the way this looks like Tetris too. So. All right. That was actually, she's laughing over here. That was a really good score. You guys already saw that. But what else I found? I found the original sheet music for the Davy Crockett song. You've all probably heard the first verse. It says like, born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, green estate in the land of the free, born in the woods, raised in the woods, so he knew every tree, he killed him and buried, he was only 3. Everybody's heard that part, but that song has actually got 18 verses to it. And this is the original sheet music. So you could use this for playing like guitar, keyboard, or piano.
And vocal.
Yeah, and it's got every single verse on it. So that is good because I mean I do plan on doing another Davy Crockett video. If you guys haven't seen the one I did before about where he was born, that's just like right in Greenville. So I found the gold edition of the Settlers. Here we go. The Settlers' Rise of an Empire, and it's made by Ubisoft. And it works on Windows XP, so this should work on my laptop. And they thought it was a DVD, so they charged me a DVD price for it, $1.50 instead of $3. Then I found this one, An American Carol, which it says it's got Leslie Nielsen right front and center, which is a positive thing. And then right after that, right down the bottom, it says the director of Airplane, Naked Gun, and Scary Movie 3 and 4. So. Yeah, that's a definite watch right there. I'm surprised I didn't know that existed. Then I found Some Like It Hot. I'm trying to get a nice, thick Marilyn Monroe collection. I've got this movie already on VHS. Now I've got it on DVD in good condition. And then this one is just a curiosity buy because it just looks like it's so low budget it's going to be hilarious. It's about 2 defectors in World War II that come up with... They meet up with a band of orphans that are trained killers. So it's 2 military defectors teaming up with trained killer orphans to kill Nazis. That just sounds like an awesome, fun, terrible movie to watch.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in it?
Yeah. All right, so all of that was a little over $20. The one across the street was $2.60 because they were only 50 cents for DVDs. So we're still not even over $25 right now. We are now at the Goodwill in Yulee, and this store actually holds a special place in my heart because this bin right here, that's where I found Clatters, the trash panda, right in here. So you guys have this Goodwill to thank for that. Okay, we've got 9 to 5 at Dolly. I've actually just watched this a few months ago, the first time, and even now, that song, the 9 to 5 song, is probably one of her most well-known songs. We've got Timon and Pumbaa here looking a little chibi there. Looks like a bootleg version of Timon and Pumbaa. With Zazu over here, just not looking right at all. That is so off-model, Zazu. Guys, I just found something I've been looking for so long. This is the original version of Candyland. It's not one of those, the remakes or remodels. Now we find out, is it all there? Oh, look at this. Okay, the insert is there. It looks like it's pretty much all here. Oh my goodness, I can't say how long I've been waiting. I've been looking for this. Wait, there's only 3. There's only 3 of the kids. I think there's supposed to be 4. Oh boy, that brings back memories right there. Oh man, with all the remakes that they did, the retoolings that they did, they'd never match this artwork. Yeah. I was always freaked out by this bog monster, Globby, and a molasses swamp. This guy always freaked me out a little bit too. Yeah. Man, I played this game so many times. Yeah, I think there are a few pieces missing, but I'm going to get this anyway. Bear with me, folks. That is the last thrift store. That is, other than Game Over, the used video game store we're going to after this. So, what I got from in there, I got this quick cups, a little very simple 4-person game. Like I said, we were missing party games last time we had a holiday together, and of course I got this original Candyland, even though there is a piece missing. Just so nostalgic for me, and I've been looking for this version of it for so long. I went ahead and got it. It was only 99 cents. He actually took half off for me. And then I found another game that it's similar to the New York Times game where or Know Your Meme, where you're supposed to put in captions and stuff to pictures and cartoons. But this one actually also includes DVD clips. There's a DVD that comes with it. You play the clip, and then each person writes down a quip or a caption to go with it, and then the player for that turn has to guess who wrote what. It's one of those types of games, and it's sealed, so I know everything's there. I got this because it's video game related, and it's not a real common Minecraft character. I think this is a zombie pig or cow. And then, as far as the DVDs go, I got Thelma and Louise. I've heard so many things about this. I even drew a Thelma and Louise themed caricature at the Covered Bridge Festival last year, and so now I finally get to see the movie. Gran Torino. This was actually acted and directed by Clint Eastwood. So if you've heard the quote, "Get off my lawn," this movie is where that came from, and I finally get to see it. And then I found another Marilyn Monroe movie. This one is called Hometown Story, and it's one of this little 2-story package, and it's still sealed, so pretty certain it's not scratched. Then we've got Children of Men, and this is a post-apocalyptic story when just suddenly, one day, every single woman on Earth is sterilized. And what happens after that. And then we've got a comedy. This one's called The Bronze. I think I saw a trailer for it once, and it looked funny enough to go ahead and give it a shot. And guys, other than Thelma and Louise, I think this would be the find of the day. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. This is a very rare Americanized version of this kind of obscure Godzilla movie, and I didn't have it yet. So happy to find that, but this one will have to be resurfaced. And that's it. That's all. And all of that for $10. We're at Game Over. I think I've done a few vlogs coming in here before. This is where I bought my power base converter, as well as a bunch of other things. I'm going to see if I can get these two things resurfaced while we're in here. Oh, hi there. There's a surprise. We get Deadpool pointing at us as soon as we walk in the door. The Panasonic 3DO. I saw one of those at Still Collectibles too. Theirs was 170 something. This one is 160. But I think the one at Still Collectibles actually came with some games. I've got to get one of those at some point because. Okay.
Yay.
She's going to play the claw machine. No pressure.
No.
You're going for the Mario.
Yeah. Mario.
It's random as to which time they actually grip harder, right?
No. It's actually a setting. Yeah. See,
Okay, the cashier actually gave us an extra 50 cents because of the dollar reader was messed up. So she's trying for the Mario again. Go, come on.
Yes, pick his head up.
No. This is what I ended up finding. We're actually going with mostly Atari 2600 games this time. This is one $2 game called Fast Food. And then we've got Gravatar, which actually looked very complicated for the 2600. And then Reactor, where you actually play a lead rod inside of a nuclear reactor. Alright, and then there's an Xbox exclusive called Crimson Sea, with lots of voice acting, funny cutscenes, but real-time kind of RPG action. And they were able to resurface both the Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla that I found at the other thrift store. Got that for like $1, and this one for $1.50. This is a Ubisoft PC game. You got that resurfaced. You got the two of those for $5 resurfaced. Throwing in a couple of surges because you know they're here. Gotta get them when they're here. This Mario's eating up all of the mushrooms in the little mushroom kingdom as the Smurfs are running away. I like how they're all kind of bare-chested with exposed belly buttons and ribs sticking out. And it makes it look like that he's like this kaiju monster just destroying this poor desolate wasteland. Looks like they've got some of this old Nintendo Labo. If you want to get these $50 sets, they've got them here. Nintendo Labo. Or most of the game is just putting it together and getting started. And then you spend 5 minutes on the game and get bored with it. Yeah. I'm trying to rip myself away. We've already checked out, but I think Evil Lynn wanted to say bye. Goodbye, you guys! All the figurines here. Oh, and so many things in this glass case that I wish I could just grab up. So that's it. Deadpool says bye until next time. Alright, now on to the movie theater. We're gonna go watch Endgame! Woo! 7:33 now, and as you can see by the marquee right there, this showing starts at 7:30, so all we're doing is cutting off a little bit of previews and seeing it in 3D this time. Now this is going to be an interesting experiment because Danielle here hasn't seen any of the MCU movies at all. So let's test out just to make sure. Have you seen any of the Thor movies?
No.
Have you seen any of the Ant-Man movies?
No.
Any of the Avenger movies?
No.
Any of the... Well, there was only one Hulk movie.
No.
No Hulk movie. Okay, what else? Iron Man movies.
No.
Alright, so, of all the 20 plus movies made for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she has not seen any of them. Where have you been, under a rock?
Yes.
Alright, so the experiment is, will she still enjoy it? Having no prior knowledge of the MCU ahead of time. We will find out. We will see. We will see. Alright, walking out now. Taking the glasses.
Recycle.
Putting them in the recycler. From somebody that has never even watched a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. What did you think?
Wow. And that's a good wow. That's not a holy cow. What did I just watch? That was a wow.
Okay. So, are you going to start here at the end of the arc and start going back through some of the Marvel movies, you think?
Probably.
You can get them now, like Redbox and places like that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And you got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah. It's life.
Yeah. I would say start with the Guardians of the Galaxy. No, start with Iron Man.
Okay.
Start with Iron Man. Well, they kind of... You'll figure it out. Did it really hit me as hard as it did the first time? No, I did cry a little bit, but...
He did. I heard it.
Not as much as the first time. The thing that really hit me was when, in the funeral, you see that bouquet of flowers floating out on the lake. And something I hadn't noticed the first time was that floating in the middle of that bouquet was the very first arc reactor that Tony had used in the first movie, the circular one, floating in the middle of it. It said something about Tony's heart.
Proof that Tony had a heart.
Yeah, that was it. Proof that Tony had a heart. Yeah.
And he asked me if I was sleeping.
Oh my goodness. You guys, if you like this one, please hit the thumbs up like button. Leave something down in the comments that I can reply to. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please subscribe. We're getting close to 400. Get me to that 400.
Do it.
And I will see you on the next vlog. Bye-bye.